Hello everyone, hello and welcome to Friday. You've made it. Well done, well done. Happy Friday to everyone in the chat. I hope you're all doing well and had a great week. I know it's a sleepy Friday today. We got a huge dumping of snow where I am, so we've been digging out all morning. And it is a thick level of frostiness outside, and it's quite cold. So I'm all curled up in my cozies here, ready to do some Elden Ring fun. How about you all? Are you guys staying warm? Do you have some good beverages with you today? I hope you do. I'm excited. We're going to be taking on the hidden area that chat made me go to. Hey, there's Executed Toast. With a royal gong comes a royal toast. Welcome, welcome to the chat. How are you? How's your Friday going? And Curies! Curies! Yay! Ah, the gang's all here. We're so glad you showed up for this Friday stream. How's your week been, everyone? How's it been since Tuesday? Oh my gosh, has it really been that long since we were all together? I'm so glad the gang's back. Old onion ring time. It is true, it is true. Yes, 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 and you'll notice, I've actually done some stuff in between streams. That's right, that's right. I even made a list so I'd remember to tell you, biscuits. So I have been busy. One, I actually leveled up my beautiful stars weapon, and I took it from level 16 to 22. So now I'm more powerful, more strong, more bonk. I also went back to the Gold Altus area, and I picked up the Giant Crusher Hammer. So it is another strength weapon that I'd heard a lot about. Again, this is my first time doing a strength build. So we gotta get a little more strong, because this one takes 60 strength for this big bonk. But let me show you. Look at it, look upon my works and wonder. I had to take down a little hidden boss, and I got this as my reward from the back of a carriage. Not too shabby, eh? So hopefully if we level up my strength, I'm pretty close. I'm 59 strength right now, so if we level up just a little bit more, maybe this stream, I'll get to wield it. All the strengthenings. And what else did I do? I also handed in a whole bunch of the prayer books that we found, and the bell bearings, and I bought a talisman pouch. And with it, I put in the Erd Tree's Favor +1, which we picked up last stream. Ho, 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 ho. Yes, yes, yes. I also tried to do the quest that gets you the Grand Arsenal Charm, but I haven't been able to successfully beat all the PvP components, so hopefully that'll come soon. Thank you, Executed Toast. We so appreciate you and your subscription. Yay, thank you for your support. We appreciate every time that gong goes. I'm like, here comes a most excellent toast. A toast to a most excellent person. So yeah, we're gonna be having a lot of fun this stream, I think. I will let you know, you probably noticed, some of you when you came in, that I have switched up our ads, so this is just kind of a little administrative thing. I found out I had the pre-rolls on, which meant anyone who rated us had to watch a whole bunch of ads. And so I followed the advice on the internet, which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes not, and I've turned off the pre-roll, so now that means you will see ads throughout this stream. So I will try my best not to do anything too exciting while the ads are on, so you all can enjoy. But this way our guests, when they come, they won't have to wait through a whole bunch of ads. I figure it'd be more welcoming for them, so we'll give it a try. Curry says, Kooky, I'm stuck fighting the bell-bearing hunter in Caelid. Oh my gosh, that's a combination of words nobody wants to face. Caelid and the bell-bearing hunter. He ain't no joke. He's a toughie. He's a toughie. Oh my gosh, I don't even have tips for you. I hate it when he shows up. I had to fight him once in the Gold Altus Plateau, and it was not fun. If you get really stuck, if you zip away and come back, if you fast travel a couple times, he usually despawns. But there is a point where you do have to fight him, and it is not fun, it is not curious, so best of luck with your build, my friend. But today we are headed back to that wonderful area that we discovered after surviving the Three Fingers Tower. Oh my gosh, I'm still recovering from all that platforming. But in order to unlock the special dragon boss, we need to get one more item. So I am all the way back here. I'm going to show you. We are all the way back here in Liurnia of the Lakes. And we have a special item from the Ranny quest, which is going to turn our world upside down quite literally. But we need to do this in order to get a special item so we can fight a dragon. And dragons are worth it, won't you agree? This place is a nightmare, good luck. Oh, thank you, Curries. I need all the luck I can get. I need all the luck. I'm like nervous about this. Even though we're leveled up quite a bit from playing this area, I don't like this area. Oh my gosh, here we go. We're gonna spin the world on its axis, everyone. Hold on to your boot. Oh, ha ha ha. Everything that was down is up and up is down. I wonder if my ears popped. Probably did. All right, so we put in the inverted statue, which means this entire tower has gone upside down. I kid you not. It has gone upside down. Do you notice? Look, there's the elevator. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I gotta remember how to do this. I haven't done this in a very long time. But you'll all be excited to know it involves more platforming. Yay, platforming. Ah, take that with my nice level 22 morning great stars. Oh gosh, I don't want to do this. This is for you, chat, so you can all see a dragon. Because guess who's here? This person, round 2. Isn't it great? Oh my gosh. Just when you thought they were annoying the first time, they're like, but what about second time? Ugh. Here they come with their bow and arrow. Yay! So much funness. Take this, Preceptor Miriam. I don't like your after-school classes. Oh my gosh. Hello, she sent friends. This is easier when you're leveled up, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, now where'd she go? Where did she go? Oh, there she is. Look at her shooting her shot. Oh my gosh. Exactly, my greatest fear is rickety bridges and ladders. Maku knows me. He knows me well. Ow. Can you blame me? Look at this craftsmanship. Let me tell you, health and safety is gonna have a severe write-up for you guys. Bam! That's right. Workplace safety is predominant. You must keep your workers safe, Preceptor. We can't put up with all this shilly-shallying. Ah, lucidity. Oh gosh, now I have lucidity. Look at this though, isn't this cool? I mean, I hate it because platforming, but this is really, really, really cool. Look at it all. Everything is upside down. I feel like, you know, when you're designing game levels and you're like, I can't think of anything new to do. Here's an idea. Let's just turn the whole level upside down. They won't be expecting that, old chestnut. Poor Kooky, I like jumping on rickety bridges, says Curries. When others are on them, ho. You were that person that jumped on the trampoline to knock others off, weren't you, Curries? I know your type. And it was probably a wonderful time had by all. Well, you're gonna love this area. Oh, my little knees. Every time I do this, my little halfling knees wince. Oh, gosh. There's gotta be an easier way to get these items here. Let me turn on a light for you all so you can see a little bit. There we go. Isn't that a huge difference? Wow. Do you know what was really fun? When you're a kid and someone has a waterbed and you go jumping on the waterbed, which you're not supposed to do, but we all did it, and you try to knock each other off. Oh, the fun that can be had. All right, let's see here. Here's the platforming bit. Oh, FromSoft just loves their beams. It makes them beam with pride. Let's see here. I just need to get to the elevator. That's all I need. A firefly, excellent. I needed that firefly with all my being. Yep, Sis Curries, you were, weren't you? Oh, I knew it. In fact, I respect you more for it, to be honest. It makes it so much more fun. Holy proof dried liver. That sounds like an advertisement for liver. Holy proof dried liver. You should try it. It's amazing. All right, did I get all the goodies? I think I did. All right, here we go. Dropping down. All right. We push the button. Oh, and off to adventure. So how are all you biscuits doing? Are you keeping warm? Does anyone have a nice toasty beverage with them? I'm just touting the old usual water, keeping myself hydrated. But yesterday I had a nice peppermint green tea and it was delicious. Very warm and delicious. All right, let's see what this person has to say. Door ahead. You are not incorrect. You are not incorrect. Alright, let's open this door. And you think to yourself, golly gee, what would you put at the top of all this after you got a wonderful little icon from a random quest in order to unlock this? I'm sure it's just a sight of grace and a warm hug. That would be fantastic. I wish FromSoft did that. Just a warm hug at the top. It's like, you've gone through a lot here. The only hug in this game comes from Fia, and she sucks your health away. It's so cruel. Alright, last sight of grace. Alright. So, I am going to need... What am I going to need? Patience and perseverance. That's what I am going to need. Because you can guess who's coming. Alright, let's level this up a little. I've got a two-hand, I guess. I've only got a mere pittance of runes on me, which is wonderful. It makes me feel so free when you go into stuff like this with not very much change in your pockets. Look at this. Ah, there he is. No, not in the face. I mistimed my roll. Oh, you're so portly and strong. Oh no, not the flame. Through the fire and the flame. Oh, you knew I was drinking. Never interrupt when I'm drinking. It's rude. It's rude and mean and awful. Uh-oh, here he goes. He's going balloon mode. Oh no, phew, he didn't. Oh no, here he is. I knew it was coming some point. No. This move was made illegal in most fighting arenas for this very reason. Stop it, you. Have you no honor, sir? None. No honor whatsoever. Ow! My spleen. Ah, there we go. And now for the critical. I don't know why, but I find these guys are easier just to tank. As long as you got the health for it. OG Disney Princess is on her way to Universal today. Without you, oh, I'm so sorry, Executed Toast. She's living the dream. And you're stuck here with Kooky, oh my gosh. I hope that she'll bring you some wonderful presents. Some souvenirs. Maybe your own How to Train Your Dragon. Toothless. The real version. Oh, that's wonderful for OG Disney Princess, though. I'm so happy for her. I've never been to Universal. It always looks so cool. Hopefully the weather stays warm, because it's been frosty even in the warm areas. It's been pretty cold this year. Curry says, Kooky, have you beat the DLC? Can I ask an Elden Ring spoiler question? I have done the DLC all the way to the very last boss. So as long as it's not... I do know who the last boss is. So you're probably fine to ask a spoiler question as long as his chat is okay with it. I do have... This is a platinum run, so I have played the game before. So hopefully chat will be cool. It's a great DLC. Everyone should play it. Honestly, it's just as good, if not better, than the main game. And it builds off it so nicely with the lore. And I love lore. I'm a little bit of a lore hound. I love stories. I'm like, that's why I like RPGs a lot, because you're just going around, you're reading all the lore bits, hearing everyone's story, and it always bugs me if there's a plot hole, you know? If they don't tell you everything. And you're like, so whatever happened to so-and-so? And yes, but why? What is so-and-so's motivation? I'm that annoying person. There we go. Oh, gosh. I feel like even though I'm here with a big spiky hammer going to the top of a tower, OG Princess is having better adventures than me. Oh, goodness. It's always nice to take a trip. What were your guys' favorite trips you took? Like places you've been to that you're like, oh, if I could go back to anywhere, I would go back to this location. It was so much fun. I like historical trips, so going anywhere, history, museums. Yeah, I love that stuff. Going into castles. Castles are fun. All right, let's get up here. Yes, we made it to the top of the tower, and it only took blood, sweat, and tears. And about 30 hours of gameplay. Chetton must be a go-ahead. Go for it, Curies. Curse Mark of Death, that's what we need. That's what we need to raise a dragon. Isn't that great? You've been to a castle? A wedding in Ireland. Oh my gosh, that would be so picturesque. I've not been to Ireland, but I've always wanted to go. It looks so cool. And lush and green. I've been to England. That was the furthest I got. England and Scotland. And I got to go in a couple castles, and I totally geeked out. I was looking around everywhere, reading all the little cards everywhere, touching everything, standing at the battlements. It was great. I would 100% go and visit more castles. Apparently Wales has the most castles of anywhere in the world, like per capita. So like for the size and population, it has the highest density of still existing castles, which I thought was cool. Oh, Thistlebee says Ireland is gorgeous. They want to go to Scotland so bad. I don't blame you. I didn't get very far in Scotland. I only got to Edinburgh. But of course they have like the Greyfriars Bobby. They have the big castle, the Queen's yacht, all that cool stuff. So I enjoyed myself immensely. It was so much fun. I would love to explore all of it though, like go in the glens and stuff. You own a plot of land in Scotland? That's crazy cool. Gosh, if I owned a plot of land in Scotland, I'd be in Scotland. I wouldn't be here. I'd be like, I'm going to Scotland, y'all. See you. Have a great life. That's really cool. Was it like inherited, or did you just on a whim be like, I'm gonna buy land in Scotland? Because I applaud either strategy. I applaud fully. Pull this one off here. Let me do a little organizing. Curry says, I'll keep it on the download. Did you see the Two Fingers boss, the alien, and hear the shocking lore about the faith of the world of Elden Ring? Yes, I did. It's a great quest line, isn't it? Oh, I love it so much. Oh my gosh, I'm getting myself so lost. I love it. I love that boss was really fun. And for whatever reason, she was pretty easy for me. And then the lore of the whole way you get to them, oh, it's great. It's great. Ah, here we go. You can call yourself a lady. That's cool, says Thistlebee. That's so cool. It's only a square foot. You know what? I think they used to have a thing that like you could bring some dirt from your native land with you, and if you were born at sea, they'd like put the baby on it and you could say you were born on native soil. So I think a square foot of dirt counts. I think it counts. You bought it on a whip. Where do you buy feet of land on like online? I want to sign up for this. I would like 1 square foot in each continent, please. Kooky will span the world. It'll be great.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, here I am.
I knew you would come.
It's Mystery Cat. Welcome to the chat. We're so glad you're here. How's your Friday?
Dogmatic brutes of the golden.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Let me see here. Hold on. I gotta ask you again, Fia. I'm terribly sorry.
What is it you intend to deny us and our ways like the dogmatic brute?
I think I have to say I want to be held. I want a hug.
You are an odd one.
Yeah, definitely.
I am the guardian of those who live in death.
Well, I'm the one who brings them to death, so isn't that nice?
Foul and rotten witch.
Yeah, to say the same thing about me.
You still wish to be held by me?
Sure, why not? Any port in the storm. Highland titles through Scotland titles. I would love that. I just like how you can put now Lady Thistlebee of the McThistlebees, of the old Thistlebees. I would have that made up and put on my my whatchamacallit. Like everywhere. I'd have it on my bumper sticker. I'd have it on my mail. It would be great. Maku says, I remember when that was everywhere on YouTube. Yep, Highland titles. Then you can call yourself a lady, lord, or lord. Or is it laird? I can't remember. How do you pronounce it? I know that's a really hard question to ask, chat. Can you tell me how to pronounce something? Just type it out phonetically. Mr. Cat says, hi, happy Friday. Have had better days, but almost done work, so then I can relax. Yes, we have almost made it to the weekend, people. Pat yourselves on the back. Cut yourself a nice big slice of cake. You deserve it, you deserve it.
Godwin's hallow brand has since been recovered at the Round Table Hold.
Ah, yes, my hallow brand.
Brand out there somewhere, and I must find it.
I've got it in my pocket, would you believe? Would you believe in my pocket? I have the sacred hallow brand.
The hallow brand scored his flesh, but another exists.
Anything, did I miss anything important? Well, we turned the world upside down in a tower, climbed to the bottom/top, and defeated a boss in order to get a hallow brand to give to Fia, the Lady of Death, so that she can think that we're gonna bring her lord back, but in essence, I really just want to fight a dragon. That's basically up to speed. How's your Friday going?
How did you?
Oh, I just grabbed it on the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, basically the usual shenanigans. Fantastical shenanigans. Oh, and we learned that you can buy square feet of dirt in Scotland to become a lady or a lord. It's great.
Our true champion.
I wonder if you could do that as a channel. You pool your money and like you buy a castle, or like I want to buy like 100 square feet of land, please. 100 donations. We can all be lords, everyone. We can all be lords. Oh great, more baldachins, blessings.
I will soon lay with Godwin.
Yes, well,
and it will
I don't mean to complain, but this hug is getting awkwardly long, especially because my head is like planted inside you somewhere in your cloak.
As the rune of those who live in death.
You've done a lot in 20 minutes. It hasn't been 20 minutes. Good gravy, we're almost at a half hour. You biscuits make the time go by fast. Fighting dragons is where it's at after all. Yeah, that's right. I go with what's trending now, and dragon fighting is all in.
By becoming
the square feet in Scotland and Knight of Sealand are two honorary ranks I think are now 90% made up of YouTubers. It's because everyone has dreams.
Brandish my stay the person by becoming.
I think we've talked her out. Probably repeated it 3 times because I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. You know, when I hug someone, I should probably pay attention to what they say. They might be about to kill me. Alright. I gotta go think rest at the bonfire to trigger your next line. I wonder if Scotland has a limited amount of feet you can get. Like they're like, oh dear, we had too many people sign up and now we have run out of land in Scotland. That would be terrible. I know that there was like a sort of thing where you could help buy an old castle because they couldn't afford to kind of keep them all maintained. So you could become like the honorary duke or duchy.
This is goodbye, my dear.
Oh well, goodbye.
I am satisfied.
We just met. It seems like just yesterday we met, Thea.
Godwin of my own will. Not the remains of one chosen.
Strong build is so wide now. I know I have grown. And I got the giant crusher hammer. Isn't it great? I got a massive hammer, but I need 60 strength to wield it, and I'm at 59. I'm so close.
This is goodbye.
Alright, let's see here. Well, goodbye. I'm not one for long goodbyes, Fia. I just wanted to make sure I'd said everything that needs to be said. Maku says, I think it was mostly a charity to help them replant forests. Oh, well, that's a noble cause. A noble cause. Could you have the tree named after you? Like, this is the thistlebee fir. I would do that. This is the Kooky pine. The wise old executed toast elm. It'd be cool. Just have a little plaque. Oh, she's gone to sleep. Reminds me of the early 2000s where you could adopt a star. And by that, I think you mean in the heavens, not in Hollywood. Our stars have gotten to the point that they need adoption. We can't afford to pay these actors. You must help to pay the costs. It's getting exorbitant. Alright, let's see here. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you while you were sleeping. My bad. I don't know if you've noticed, Fia, of the Land of Death, but there's a lot of flies here. I'm having like a constant sound of flies buzzing in my ear. Maku the fairy says, here I wanted a celestial body and now I have Paris Hilton constantly raiding my fridge. You thought you bought the galaxies, but you bought Ariana Grande. Just like you have a random, it's like you have like a kid. You have a random actor you have to bring to set every day and make sure they're okay. Be hilarious. Enter the deathbed dream. Should we, chat? Should we? It doesn't sound very wholesome. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna get my. Oop. Let's do this. We'll do this so I can light up my flame here. All right, here we go, everyone. Strap in for the ride. You know, most people dream about like getting to work and not having pants. This is what Fia dreams of. Ready? Da 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 da. Nothing. She has no dreams. Oh yeah. She's a funny one. Now this one is pretty straightforward as an intelligence build because you just stay really far away and you blast lightning bolts. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as a strong. Hello, Lichdragon Fortissax. How are you? Not well, I see. Uh-oh. What a wonderful electrical blade! I bet you're really proud of it. Oh. Maybe I can get his feet, you think? If it wouldn't lock on his head. Come here. I gotta just tickle your toes a little, okay, buddy? Hold on. Uh-oh. What goes up must come down and breathe fire. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try two-handing. I'm gonna try and do this like a strong build. No, don't lock on his head. We'll never get there. It's too high. I'm just a little halfling. I'm at feet level. Woohoo! He's somewhere. There he is. Dragon has entered the chat. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Sorry, I don't have my thing primed. Hold on, Mimic. I'm coming. Don't worry. Haven't forgotten you. Thank you for tanking for me. You're great. Valid dream content. You're right. Oh dear. He's priming his charge. Ow. We've almost got him though. However, with dragons, things can go wrong pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie. These bad boys know how to turn a battle when they want to. Especially when you're just painting their toenails. Hello. Leave Mimic Fortissax. A nobler friend has never existed. I say to the dragon who's like fighting in death for his friend. Yay! Remembrance of the Lichdragon! Yes! Wow, what a trippy dream. Look at that. You've got 2 minutes to beat it. Did we do it in time? Okay, good. We're on ad break. Woohoo! By the second, there you go. Kooky timing. It's supposed to warn me when it's going on ad break. I didn't get that. It's my first time doing this. All right, I'll wait till everyone comes back. Let me know when the ads are done, and I'll take the glowing thing. We did it though. We did it. Well done. How much did I get? Hundreds of thousands. 100,000 runes. I'm doing Randy's ending and Fia's next. Wow, you're gonna do them all? Are you? Are you gonna do all of them? Curries? That's impressive, my friend. That's impressive. I need 135. Good gravy. Everything's getting expensive. Oh, okay. Good. As long as we're getting the reminders. I probably didn't notice because I was fighting a Lichdragon. You know how it is. Very hard to multitask when fighting dragons. Well, that's okay. They'll just miss me cashing in my runes. Hey, thank you for the hydrate, Curies. I hope you all are getting some hydration. And check that shrimp posture. Thank you for the posture check. I'm going to straighten myself up in my wheelchair. Get myself all cozy. Ad break ends in 27 seconds. Oh gosh, I'm so excited to see the biscuits and the relish the win with them. Yes. I love the dragon fights in this game, honestly. Like, they only get more epic the further you get in the game. Especially, Curries, you'll know this one. Especially the fight in the DLC. Yay, welcome back, everyone. Are the biscuits back? I waited for you, biscuits. Yes, we're just in here. All I did was cash in some runes so I can level up, so you haven't missed a thing. Isn't that great? All right, we're gonna level up. We're gonna put ourselves to 60 strength. Here we go, the grand moment. Yay, 60, I can wield a hammer. I have passed my hammer wielding license test. And Maku told me, our wonderful mod, that I made it to killing the dragon just seconds before the ad break, so that's not too bad. Yay, we did it. But I was saying that the dragon fights in this game are epic. You're gonna love them. Especially the ones in the DLC, they're really cool. They just get better and better. Here we go, the mending rune of the Death Prince. This is what you need, right, Curies? You were saying you wanted to do Fia's ending? There's the rune you need to get Fia's ending at the end of the game. Wahahaha. Not too bad, guys. We fought a Godskin Apostle and a Lichdragon. But there's more, I think, to our quest if I rest. Curry says, I just bought my parents $200 in groceries. My mom had a moment of panic. She said my dad's gonna kill me. Well, he might, but if he eats the groceries first, if they make a spectacular meal and he eats them, then maybe he'll be in a good mood. Because you'll be like, you liked that minestrone, didn't you? It was delicious, didn't you? That's very generous of you. Very generous. Uh-oh.
Death. Take a good long look.
Uh-oh.
See the wrath of the Golden Order, the Order's justice writ in blood.
I see you went on a quest for vengeance.
Your precious witch.
Oh dear.
Naught but expired meat and bone.
Put that on my tombstone.
This is a proper death, oh prince. Look at this rotten whore.
Watch your language.
No more
we have little
children
biscuits
can
in
be
the
got
chat.
From this useless flesh. Behold, your mother is dead.
I don't know if it was his mom. I think it was more his follower. There you have it, folks. Another happy ending in Elden Ring.
You witch, and you ghoul. This is the wrath of D.
Of the accuser. That's who. The accuser. If you remember, this is the fellow whose brother she killed. So now it's come full circle, even wearing his armor and holding his sword. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh. But I would like that on my tombstone, you expired piece of meat and bone. Thank you. That's a very nice summation. Oh, look, we get her clothes! I mean, who's worse, him for killing her or us for taking her clothes? Whack him, Kooky! I gotta talk to him first. I want my clothes back.
Hello. The rotten witch is dead. The Golden Order unsullied.
I feel like it's pretty sullied,
now
son.
I can look my brother Darian in the eye.
I think he's dead.
Honeyed rays of gold, deliver my spirit.
If I recall, I think he dies on his own. I killed D, burning the Erd tree. Oh gosh. Poor D. Well, I mean, D's not here. This is his brother. This is his brother who's come for vengeance. D died because Fia killed him. And now Fia died because his twin brother got out of his stupor and killed her. It's all in the family. You know how it is? Gosh. These Elden Ring family circles are kind of terrifying. And now he's gone. Look at this. But, I get his stuff. Which basically, in FromSoft speech, means he's dead. I only get stuff when people die. I just loot their corpses. Either that or he stripped himself naked and ran away. Either way, I feel like he's in a bad place. That boy could use an intervention. You get what you kill, says Mystery Cat. I know, and the irony is it's the Prince of Death. This was Godric the Golden, who was here's some lawyers of Lord Jump. So he was actually the most normal, I guess, of any of the kids in this family, the royal children. And he was murdered by his sister, who is Rani, because Rani didn't want to be an Empyrean, so an Empyrean needed to die in order for her to break the curse. Been hit with the death mark, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he's of all of them, he's probably the most sane before being killed, but then he got twisted into this awfulness, this fish face thing that is erupting all across the land. There he is. And so yeah, I always feel a little bit bad for him, not for Fia. Fia's mean, she's not very nice. But for him, I feel a little bad because he was like the most normal of all the kids, and somehow his ending is the worst. I mean, she didn't take Rykard, she didn't take all those people, she picked the one nice guy. The one nice guy in the entire thing you killed. I mean, he might not have been nice, but at least he was neutral. And now look what he turned into, a big blackened fish face. He needs some skin cream and some love and care, that's what I say. It's not a love triangle, says Curious, it's a death triangle. Exactly. It's the circle of death instead of the circle of life. Oh my gosh, these kids and their crazy, kooky high school relationships, I tell you what. The Elden Ring drama. If you know how they do like a Disney Villains TV show where it's them as kids? I feel like if they did an Elden Ring one, it'd be so crazy. It'd be like, this high school is nuts. Now if I remember, there's some toughies over here, but there's also some good loot. Come here, don't pull out your bow. Let us fight like gentlemen, like headless gentlemen. Yes, with fist and club. Like real heroes once did. Oh dear. Alright, you first. Come here. Come here. Don't you want to defend your friend? Come here, I say. Ignore the bloodstains from the Lichdragon. I'm really quite harmless. Ignore my mace. Hello, come here, come here. Oh, you and your teleporting. I staggered. I staggered you again. Oh, I couldn't get the critical, but that's okay. Now I have no way to get my stammies. I'm trying to get better at doing counters. Again, my goal is to someday play Sekiro, so I must get good at my button presses. If only the Tarnished came back in New Game Plus to tell everyone how they would die, or that they need to straighten up. Exactly. Can you imagine if there was a DLC for this where you go back in time and you're like, I wouldn't trust that serpent from the end of the world. Things are gonna go bad. Yes, you'll get a girlfriend, but she ends up eating your corpse, and that's questionable at best. Is it really worth it? Really? He's like, yes. I'm always like, if I play RPGs and stuff, I'm always like, let me find the best outcome so that the most NPCs survive. That's my goal. And live happy little lives. But in in FromSoft games, that's really hard. Because it's like written that everybody dies. Everyone dies. You just try to make it as happy as possible. Oh, look, a boss. Oh, look. Tinkle, 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 calling in a friend. Alright, what would this be best on, This would be best not at all, is the answer. Alright, gotta do this like a tank. Alright, here we go. It's a Crucible night, and it's a strong one. I don't feel good about this. Hello, Crucible Knight. Mimic, you didn't put your blood flame on. It's so important, Mimi. Let's just... This doesn't seem fair. Okay, that fight was way harder as an intelligence build. That was way harder as an intelligence build. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, you don't know how many times I died to that person. Running backwards while slinging spells, falling off cliffs. I think we just bullied her into the ground. I'm so sorry. It wasn't even a fight. It was a hazing. But hey, another one for the boss counter. I should have a boss counter, like how many bosses we face in a stream. Ho, more strong armor, eh? Well, 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 let's take a peeky. Let's take a peek at this new equipment. Alright, we got a crazy hat. We gotta try that on. Alright, what does it say? Helm of the Crucible Knights who served Godfrey the first Elden Lord. The Great Tree... Oh, sorry, yes, it was Godfrey, not Godric. There's too many G names in this one. The Great Tree ornamentation is the Knight Siluria's mark, displayed also by her men. Holds the power of the Crucible of Life, the primordial form of the Ur Tree. Strengthens aspects of the Crucible incantations. So if I was wielding Crucible incantations, this would make me strong. Let's check it. Look how tiny my head looks. Oh dear. Zero problems. Welcome, welcome, my friend. You come at a most fortuitous time. He's weak with a bonk build. This is true. Is crippled by the power of bonk and strunk. Oh my gosh, it was so much harder. I cannot tell you how much harder this was with the intelligence build. See, it looks better. It looks better with the chest plate. With the other chest plate, it just doesn't go. So there you have it. It looks pretty good. But I need my strunk. Put my little tummy back on there. And my little crazy hat. Apparently the other one gives me more poise. That's cool. I get 81 poise. So it's a pretty strengthening hat. Well, it's a choice. It makes a statement. You can't deny that. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go here. Inventory. Now that they let you do this where it shows things you've picked up. So much nicer. Alright, so Siluria's tree, weapon of one of the two honored as foremost among the Crucible Knights. The primordial form of the Earth Tree is close in nature to life itself, and this spear modeled on its crucible is imbued with ancient holy essence. Thrust the weapon in a spiraling motion, surrounding it in a vortex of wind. Charged attacks have the power to blow away enemies, and can fire the tornado forwards. Well, that sounds fun. I can have a giant fan, and it's faith and strength. Ooh. Very cool, very cool. Zero Problem says, we need some Z names, an underrated letter. So true, so true. No one appreciates the power of the letter Z, and yet it is the final word when it comes to the alphabet. It is the final letter. Maku says, regarding my fashion choice, some statements are better left unsaid. This is true. But you gotta admit, it looks cool. It looks powerful, right? I should check. I only got 29,000 souls. All right. I have souls to spend, so we're just gonna run through here and get some goodies. Hello. Oh, don't poke me in the back. That's rude. Rudeness unfathomable. Oh, look. An archer. I hate you. I have a thing against archers. Mainly that they are forever. Oh, no. I have a bigger thing against basilisks. Stop it, you little bug-eyed baddies. With your death breath. I love how it is this really quirky music for when you're being chased by horrible things. It's like, here, how about a light and sprightly tune while you run for your life? Okay. I can do that. Ah, look at this. This is one of the mausoleums. A mausoleum. It leaves an impact, like a crater. It leaves a crater impact. All Kooky statements must be said, and underlined and bolded. I cut a fine figure aboard my steed. Like, you gotta admit, the enemies will tremble at my presence. And that's what we're going for, right? Intimidation? Mm-hmm. I think there's something up here. Goodies. Somber smithing stones. Hello, archer, how are you? Not very observant, are you? Offer treasure chest. Offer treasure chest? I don't got no treasure chest to offer, friend. I'm broke. I'm broke on runes. Oh, you want me to get hit by him? Okay, fair enough. Mausoleum, soldier ashes, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Even if they're questionable, no, Zero Problems, you were supporting me. You were supporting my wonderful fashion sense, and now a betrayal. A betrayal. Questioning Kooky's ability to attire herself. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt and broken. I think my fashion choices are always wonderful. I'm cutting edge. I'm ahead of my time, that's all. They just don't appreciate me. Someday everyone will be wearing the giant tummy. Look, you can put your hands in, it'll keep you warm. Who doesn't want to be kept warm? You can put snacks inside. It's versatile. You gotta love versatility. Ow! Like a spear. Oh no. Oh dear, basilisk. Oh well. More basilisk. Do you know what we need? More basilisk. More cowbell, more basilisk. More basilisk with cowbell. Oh my gosh. Can someone please make a meme of that? A basilisk playing a cowbell and just nodding its head. Wasn't talking about the entire... Oh, even worse. Oh, even worse. Zero problems. Maku says there are reasons I have never gone for my older sister's fashion advice. Well, that's fair. Listen, I like hoodies. Hoodies are a great fashion icon. Ow. Who is multi-hitting me? Listen, I know you all worship the Prince of Death, but that does not mean you need to breathe his death on me, you know? It's a little much, is all I'm saying. A little much. Hello, I heard you wanted to chat with me, so I came all the way up here just to talk with you. Isn't that nice? Alright, there you go. Nice chat. See you next week. Smithing stone. What does this say? Lover ahead. I don't see no romance. I don't see no Valentines. All I see is death. Let's see. Yeah, they don't have no heart. Maybe underneath here on those stairs? Is that what you mean? This could be tricky. Platforming! Kooky's worst thing. Excuse me! Coming down the tree. These were where the original vines were posted. Ba-bum-bum. Alright, now down here... it said there might be goodies. Or it said something that might mean there are goodies, which is a very different thing, but I'm looking on the positive side. There shall be goodies somewhere. Give me goodies, please. Okay, there's something up there. Anything? Oh, there is a little goodie. There we go. Somber smithing stone. Hardly worth it, but something. More than the hoodies, it's probably you usually defaulting to fur, line, neon pink, and neon green foil effect armors in games that worries me. Well, my game fashion choice. But I mean, if someone gives you a new palette of colors, it's rude not to try them, right? Right? He's talking, I think, about my Destiny 2 character. All I did... Okay, so the reason is... now, chat, but side with me here a moment. Side with Kooky and her logic. So I had a Guardian character. And I did this character up in armors, which back when I was playing Destiny 2, made me look a lot like a chief of the Forsaken. And so every time I went places, people would shoot me. So in order to avoid this terrible problem, I simply made myself bright hot pink. And then people didn't shoot me because they knew that, like, they're not gonna have a Forsaken boss who's like walking around in hot pink armor. And I'm like, that's right, because I'm not a Forsaken boss. So that was my logic. That was my logic. So see, perfectly reasonable, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I think it was logical. You've done a few games that you pulled off that color scheme for. I'm kind of shocked how many games apparently have it. Well, that's the other thing. Once you've started, then it's expected, so you have to kind of keep going. So yes, in Skyrim, my very first character was an Argonian named Pepto the Abysmal, who was bright pink and was a two-handed sneak attack. Because no one will see it coming. It was heavy armor, full two-handed weapon, a big hammer, and I had sneak max, so you just sneak up behind them and crash them with a hammer. And I felt like they looked a little more surprised. They were like genuinely surprised to see me. Like, yes, I snuck up on you. Oh, you had a bright pink Guardian too? Zero problems? Isn't it great? If you're gonna be a Guardian, you gotta walk in with a lot of courage and class, you know? You can't be doing things by halves. Let's look in here, what is this? There's a trap. Hello. Okay, so he has fire. Which is intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, I'm stuck on your friend. I'm stuck on the corpse of your friend. Alright. Alright, here I come. I'm gonna fix your back pain. Just one minor adjustment. There you go. See? Back pain is gone. Pepto the Abysmal, that kills me. I know, it's a great name, right? She had yellow eyes and she was bright pink. And her name was Pepto the Abysmal. And no, she didn't fight with fire. She was pure two-handed. Maku says in Lotro she had a she-dwarf before there were female dwarves in the game called Lucille. It's the beard. It is. It's true. You need piazzas and confidence. This is true. Lots of confidence. You know, it scares them, right? When they see someone walk in with that much confidence, they're like, wait a second. You're not hiding. You're coming out in bright highlighter pink. And you're like, that's right. And then they think, gosh, this person must have a reason for their confidence. And you're like, actually, it's just purely an intimidation factor. I have no reason for my confidence. I like the outfit. It grabbed me. What can I say? What can I say? It filled me with wonder. Oh no, Rune Bear! No! I'm turning my horse. Hold on. My horse is stuck on a rock. Hey, basilisks, meet Death Bear. Meet the Rune Bear! Say hi! Friendly fire! This is a very single-minded Rune Bear. Alright, is there a way up there? Because if there isn't... I mean, besides death, if possible. If possible. My horsey! My horsey! Listen here, you schmuck. Stop it. Rune bears are the worst. But they do give great hugs. They do give great hugs. Ow, if I can find you. My camera! Ouch. I don't even know how to get up there. I don't think this is the way. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Thank you, Professor Elm. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? How's your Friday? I'm fighting Rune Bears. That's how my Friday's going. Thank you for the hydrate. As soon as Mr. Bear here wanders off a little. All right, now I can drink. The basilisk probably won't reach me, do you think? Let's see if I can drink before the bear comes back. Your character, Zero Problems, has bright pink skin. Which game? Is it this one? There's so many games you can deck yourself out in the brightest of colors. Maku says you can get away with most things if you act confidently enough. That's true. Like, look at me. I confidently drank water here, and the bear just walked away. Oh. Oh, dear. I think I have to go another way to get this area. Looks like it's up a route. All right. I will resummon Ralph/Torn. How goes the Rings of Elden? Not too bad. We have fought a Godskin Apostle. We have taken down a Crucible, Siluria, the Crucible Knight. We have also killed a Lichdragon. Watched someone get murdered. Did an upside-down tower puzzle. Have I forgotten anything, chat? We've been busy, is what I'm saying. We've been very busy. Trotting around. Moving around at the speed of sound, like Sonic the Hedgehog. Mainly to avoid all these terrible basilisks. How are you doing, Professor Elm? How's your week going? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for some celebration? I'm just gonna refresh my flasks here. Whoop. There we go. Restocked. Alright, now I think I have to go up this branch. Up to those towers? It's so hard to remember. It's so hard to remember. We also have to proceed out of the city so that we can advance the plot. Human bone shards. Which is really what you should find in a graveyard, but it's very rare to find in a graveyard. Mainly it's runes. Lots of runes. Rune for improvement, ba-dum-pa. There we go. What's over here? Have I done this one? Can't remember if I've rested in this coffin. I'm gonna rest in it just to find out where we end up. You're ready for the weekend, especially the Bowl of Superness. Ah, yes. What teams are playing this year? I'm so out of the loop. I forgot because it's the first weekend in February, which means Super Bowl Sunday. What snacks are you going to be having? What's the finger foods of choice? I know, like, wings are always popular, pizza, nachos, bean dip. Maybe loaded fries or potato jackets? That's always fun. Anything with bacon, basically. Bacon and cheese, you can't go wrong. Alright, let's see, where do we end up? Is it back to the gargoyle place? This is me getting up on a Monday. Ugh. I like how my hat actually has the holes in it for where the little pins go.
I have no memory of this place.
She said. I'll check the map. Where are we? Where have I emerged in the gloom? Oh, okay, we're in the Ansel River main. Really? It leads here? How strange. How strange. I mean, it makes sense geographically, but, we already did this area. Yay. I think for me, my favorite, if I have to do like a sporty food snack, I'm trying to think what my favorite one would be. I'm not super into wings. I do like chicken tenders. Chicken tenders are really good. And especially because you can like make them taste however you want depending on the sauces. Like a nice creamy garlic sauce, a spicy salsa, some buffalo sauce. Honey garlic dip, that's always good. That's always a winner. And I do love double stuffed potatoes or twice baked potatoes. They're always delicious. So yummy and full of potatoey goodness. Hello. Just gonna come up here behind you. A golden rune. I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden chance to make your day. Hello, basilisks. That means I probably have to go up that way. Oh dear. Icy fire. Ow. Hurry, Ralph. Run. Hello, 1 second here. Welcome to the forest. We're so glad you're here. I'm just running away from fire-breathing monsters. Hold a moment. Hold a moment. Soon as I figure out the path. Welcome our new person, Biscuits. I will be in the chat shortly. Golly jeez. Where am I headed? Well, I've already been here. Oh dear. Alright, well, park myself here. Hello, Wonton Kid. How are you doing? How has your week been? Thank you for joining. We're so glad to have you as part of the Biscuit Brigade. Ah, yes, another Super Bowl enjoyer. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Boston Paul Revere's are playing this weekend. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Thank you for the heads up mods regarding the ad break. I will do nothing of importance until the biscuits return. I gotta get used to these. People are like on the online things, they're like, you need to turn off pre-roll ads because it's really hard for people rating and isn't welcoming. So I hope it works. I hope I'm doing the right Twitch etiquette. Twitch etiquette. I want to be welcoming. And I can understand that nobody wants to show up and be like, here's 1 billion ads. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cat. I care about you, Biscuits. I want you to have a good time. And I know what it's like to not always be able to afford a sub. So, you know, I don't want people to suffer. I'm like, hey guys, I've been there and am there, so you know, I'll try not to die while you're away. No for sure promises, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to die. Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots, yes. Hope it's a close game. I actually, the place I worked at, we would do a Super Bowl event for teenagers. So I've actually watched a surprising number of Super Bowls. Because the kids loved it. They'd have it up on the big screen. Tons of events. Fun things for them to do. Unlimited food. That is always a win in everyone's books. Wonder. I might die. Let's see. Ralph. It dismounts me. I think I broke my horse's legs. Okay, I'm gonna rest here a second. But it was always a fun time. Sometimes you'd have a game that was a little like it was like, obviously this side is winning and that wasn't quite as fun to watch. But overall it was always a good time. Good time, good game. Sometimes they go quite late. Like, there was a couple years that it was a very close competition. And we were like, we have to send these children home at some point. It's like 11 o'clock at night and the game's still on. 11, 11:30, 12. You're like, it's getting close to 12, kids. Your parents. The funny part was, you'd think the parents would be upset, but they'd come in and they'd be like, we want to watch the game on the big screen too. So you just end up with all these people staring up at the big screen, having a grand old time. Eating all this delicious food. Welcome back, everyone, from the ad break. No worries, Kooky has just been running in a circle, discussing Super Bowl fun stuff, so that you do not miss out. We waited for you, biscuits! Yay! I should do the thing where, if you grew up in the period of time where TV had a lot of commercials, you go, it's on! And then, like, everybody comes, like, running from the bathroom, from getting the snacks, from letting the dog out. You jump the couch and you're like, yes, quickly! The show's starting. Just be like, the ad break's done, everybody back in. Oh. Wow, look at that death animation. He did a flying kick. That's impressive. If I died, I'd probably just bleh over. I don't think I'd flying kick my way out. I'm not that epic. That's true. If you guys have Prime, you have a free sub available. Hey, welcome to the chat. Happy Friday. You're almost at the weekend. So far, the game is going well. We tackled a couple of bosses. We did the inverted tower. We've done the Lichdragon. We did, what is it, Siluria? I probably have the name wrong, but Siluria. Now we're just getting the last of the bits and bobbles of this area before proceeding onwards, slowly making our way to the mountaintop of the giants. And slowly, because it's a really hard area, getting there. Because I have to go through the consecrated snowfields. It's so bad. Hey, welcome back, Zero Problems. Oh, that's crummy, your internet isn't behaving. Oh, that's rotten. I've had that where I'm like, I was once watching a streamer and they were at a really exciting part and my internet dropped right when they were doing like the final fight. And when I came back, it was all over and they'd won. And I was like, I'm glad I got to see the conclusion, but I really wanted to see what happened next. How are you doing, Buckeye Bengal? How's your week? Aha. Just take care of some of these fiery installments here. Now, where haven't I been? I think up to that top is what I'm missing. Oop. Tree hopping. Games like this always make me want to build a tree fort. Like, they make it look so fun. Or maybe we did go up there. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, because I think this... Whoops. Whoops! Oh, well, break your knees. Wee-hoo-hoo! Oh, see? Glorious way to go, and I didn't do a flywheel kick. I need to, like, up my dying game, you know? When you die, you need to have some really cool last move. Overly dramatic is always a win. Maku said, the sheer terror of the run to the bathroom when the ad started. I know, because you only had 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do everything. One person would run and make the popcorn. One person would go let the dog out, and the other person's like on standby, sitting by the TV to yell when the commercials are over. Wonder who hurt these poor little gargoyles. They have these little crippled bodies. Seems mean. Then again, they get to dangle their almost non-existent legs over the edge. It's kind of whimsical. A whimsical thing. Alright, let's see here. Mr. Cat says, snacks! If you're gonna fail, fail in style. I know, I gotta get my style up. My style game, so I can fail epically. Trying to see how I get to this one. Over here? I have to get up on the cliff, I guess? Maybe there's a jump pad. Let's go look for a jump pad. Buckeye Bengal says, nice, I've been doing good. Just got off Elden Ring for a bit myself and wanted to watch someone else playing it for a bit. I understand that. I've done that for sure. I'm like, I'm enjoying myself. I think I'll go watch someone do more. This is my first time with a strength build. I've only ever done intelligence dex builds. So I'm learning the way of the strong. The strongkening. And if I get to the end of this and do the Ranny ending, I will have my first ever plat. I've never platinumed the game before, but I'm super close with this one. What build were you rocking? Zero Problem says, if you fail with style, are you really failing? Maybe not. Maybe it's the way to turn a loss into a win, you know? Turn your life around. It's like, I'm not failing. I'm failing with style, which is essentially winning. Y'all just be jelly, that's all. Oh no. Ah! Okay, let's try that again. How do I get on that bridge? And yeah, the race back to the TV after the ad break was always a game in itself, especially if you could jump the couch. If you could jump over the back of the couch, it was like extra style points. You're like, oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. Did we get up there? See the shinies. All these towers look alike. We need to put little letters on them. A, B, C. I think I got all these. Okay. All right, then we might be able to go on to the other area. Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. Sorry. The chat decided to name the horse Ralph. So this is Ralph, my horse. He's a noble steed. That we all love and respect. Zero Problem says I do both. I have about one character for each build, but I was running with my main Arcane Dex dual dagger build. Woo! That sounds cool. Do you do the Reduvia dagger, or is there like a dagger of choice? For ultimate power? What does this say? Try magic. Oh no, more rune bear? Do you know what I don't need? More rune bear. Hello. Just taking your stuff. There we go, thank you. We'll shop again, 5 stars. Welcoming cozy staff. Just say ta-da, everyone will think you did it on purpose, says Professor Elb. Like if you do like the gymnast thing where you put your 2 arms up in the air and you're like, ta-da! 10 out of 10. Obviously, she meant to do that, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you for having faith in me. Alright, so let's see here. So, that's most of this area done. Excellent, excellent. Buckeye says, I do use a Reduvia as well as 3 other daggers at my side. I run with a light build, so I do a lot of fast rolls. Yes, the iframes are with you, my friend. The iframes are with you. That's impressive. I'm always nervous to use daggers because you have to get really up close. But if you're fast with the iframes, you can do it. You can do it. You can be a killer build. I'm trying to think where I need to go here. Is it here or here? Let's try here. Zero Problem says, damn, just robbed that poor bear. I robbed him blind. He slept. While he was sleeping, I was stealing. Mystery Cat says, my horse's name is spelled Rolf, R-A-U-L-F, because it's Elden Ring. That's right, if you're gonna do a game like this, you have to spell all the characters' names with a bit of panache, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of panache. What is this? I'm trying to remember how you get to the exit. The exit, I think I might have to do a little bit of running, if I recall. Yeah, because this is all the underneath stuff. Alright, so which way? Okay, so here's where we need to head. The rolled route. Spelled R-O-L-D because it's Elden Ring. So, how do I need to be on the lower level. I don't know why they have the subterranean stuff above ground. Let's see here. Maybe lower Capital Church and a run through? We'll see if we'll give it a try. Buckeye Bengal says, yeah, that is one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, for the challenge. Have you done the Fia questline? We just finished! Or rather, she was just finished. She died. Unfortunately for Fia, she passed away. Not learning how amazing her questline was, she just kaputted out. Hello, you. How are you? I just need to check my map. 1 second. So I need to go this way? Well, that could be tricky. I could run to the bell. Hello. Hello, little buddy. I know what you... Oh! That is a temper tantrum. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Enough. Enough. Rudeness. No smacking guests. Be kind. Be kind. Be kind and friendly. Alright, let's go up here. Where do I need to go? This one is always tricky. I always get lost at this point because you have to do a little run and you have to head out of the city and it's confusing. No worries, no worries. You know what? There's so many dragons in this game that honestly, I could say I fought the dragon and you'd be like, Could you be more specific? There are a lot of dragons. A lot of dragons in this game. And you would not be wrong, sir. You would not be wrong. Try and remember. If not, we'll just wander around. There's lots of stuff to be doing. I love the fight with Fortissax. It's a really cool one. It's just he's a really neat dragon. I need to get like over here. Or do I come in from this angle? No problems, zero problems. We will look forward to your return, your imminent return. Best of luck with the chores, you responsible person, while I sit here smacking poor little people who just want to blow their own horn, really. All they want to do is do a little parum-pum-pum on their trumpets. And here I am ruining all the fun. All they want to do is blow happy bubbles. I'm such a spoiled sport. I'm a rotten person. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, so this is gonna take me around this way. I need to go down this way. Where is the route? Alright, let me take a peek down here. Is this the way I need to go? Yes. So I need to see where this ashy stuff is. That's where I need to get to. So what's over this way? Alright, there's a lot of roofs we haven't got goodies from. If I jump from here, I'm just gonna die. I'm going to swan dive and then die. So let's see here. Let's go to a lower one then. Maybe we'll work our way across the rooftops like St. Nicholas. Do you know what the trumpet playing in this part always sounds like? Is like, you know when you're in band and you've only learned one note? And you're just there faithfully blowing it? That's what this reminds me of. Let's see here. Once Kooky is able to triangulate her position, this should improve. Till she's able to do that, it'll be interesting. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, I can't pop the map because these guys are fighting me. Ah, why must it always be war with you fellows? Why not peace? I am for peace, they are for war. It's a terrible thing. Hello. I saw your flame, and I knew it was you. I recognized your calling card. Of death. All I'm trying to do, fellas, is figure out where I need to go. There's no need to be saucy. Hi. Listen, if you have a map, I would gladly take it. I would gladly take your map so I can find my way out of here. You just tell me, take a left at the dragon. 15 steps and you're almost there. Let's see here. When in doubt, climb a dragon to get a better vantage point. That's what my old mother used to say. Alright, let's see here. You guys done? I need to open the map. Look at you sidestepping like a cowboy up there. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright, so here's ashiness here, but that's where we fought the one guy. Oh, good, it's letting me open it up. Maybe. Maybe down to the lower levels here? Hem. This one dead ends at the wall. I need to head that away-ish. If anyone in the chat remembers, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I can look it up, but seems awkward. Where's my little chapel? Where's my little chapel house one? Is it? I hear you coming. That looks deadly. That looks like a deadly drop. Oh, maybe it's not. Let's see. If I... Okay, I landed in some nice soft ash. Didn't break my knees yet. Alright, let's take a peek. Might as well explore. Might as well explore. The chat is having too much fun. You guys are so crazy and cool. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go back to the dragon, back where I started. Head this way, maybe over the other ridge? Maybe I can drop down on the other ridge. Let's see. I'm gonna figure this out and then die, you know it. Buckeye says, if I remember correctly, that area you were just at before you teleported to this area with the trumpets was closer to where you need to be. Okay. So that one is up by BONK. Hello, BONK. We'll give it a try. Hi, BONK. It's me again. How are you? BONK, you've had a lot more time in this city. Have you been able to figure out where we need to go? Alright, so here I am on the rampart. I kind of need to head, like, this way? Maybe if I go the way I came in, I think I'll just end up in a weird spot. Because really, that's where I need to head, is like right here. Let's look for ashiness. Where is the ashiness? I need a dusty trail. Because this leads to the entrance, which is out this way. I need to go this way. Does it have a path through a tomb? Is this one of the ones that you have to go through a tomb to get the shortcut? I don't think it is. I think it's just a random route, no pun intended. Let us see, let us see. I know how to get to where we need to get to past this point. It's just finding my way. There's a door to open up. Okay. It's probably one of the big doors then, I would think. I think it's like you run past a whole bunch of soldiers and have to like, open the door. And then you go up the ashy path and you get the elevator. Because this is going to take me out this way, which is too far. Just need this little courtyard right here. See, that's the trouble. When your city gets full of ash and ruin, you lose all the nice little directional kiosks. But it does look pretty, I'll give it that. I'll give it that, it does look pretty good. Little trumpeters there. This is the direction I technically need to head, right through whatever is down this way. I could try, while we're waiting, I can try running through these fellas, see where it takes me. I have a few people chasing me, but you know, that is part and parcel of this whole wonderful thing we're doing. What if there's a shortcut jump? This is where we want to head, right here. Hello. Right there, but if I jump, I'll die. That's a little too painful. Hello, Bubble Boy, how are you? Hello, Bubbles. Let's see you guys here, clear you out a little, so we can get a better vantage point. Alright, let's see. Okay, so, should be this away. Oh, I'm still in combat, eh? This one take me to it, do you think? Where is the lever? 50 ways. 50 ways to find your lever. There it is. See, where's this one take me? Take me down. Down to the sodden depth. Alright, let's just see where this drops me. Oh, good. Just in time for the arbalist to come. Hello, buddy. Sorry. I'm already leaving. I might be back, though. You never know. Alright, so yeah, this is going to point me to some opposite. Don't think it'd be this way. Let me just check the roofs here a second. I might have to look it up. Oh, gosh. Silly Kooky. Forgot how confusing this part was. I'm like, oh, I'll just go out the door. There is a door. Buckeye is 100% right. There's a door that you go through, and I think it's a fairly big one, actually. It's not like a hard one to find in that sense. It's right underneath us. Hello. Up on the rooftop. Clip, clip, clip. Down keen the hips. And old Saint Nick. Alright, so now... Mystery Cats is valid. I feel like if I played Elden Ring, I'd be constantly looking up things. Sometimes you are. Sometimes you are, I'll be honest. Sometimes you sit there and you're like, oh golly gee. Especially if you want the optimal ending for things. You're like, which boss do I fight first? Will this mess up an NPC's quest line? And they're like, yes. Yes, it will. And you're like, oh, pickles. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna try following the rooftops and see if I can get over to where it should be. I whiffed it! I whiffed it. Oh, hello. I got a cat imp head! Yay! My imp head collection grows. Maybe that door? Could be. Could be that door. Okay, we'll make our way that way. In the vain hope. That we can get out of here. Oh, come on, you little short imp. Let me hit you. There we go, there we go. Good boy. I might have to run through the streets. There is a goodie down here, but once I go down, I don't think I can go up. Oh, well, we got the smithing stone. All right, let's see here. Now. Oh, hello, a giant knight. Wonderful. Oh, look. More stuff. Wonderful. Let me up. Oh, gosh. Ah! Oh, gosh. My goodness. My goodness. These people are rather brisk chaps, aren't they? Wow. Everyone's so territorial. All right, I think we're heading in the right direction, maybe? Let's see. Here's the door. Open. I think we might have found it. I think I might have found it, Buckeye. Let me know if this is correct. Yes, I found it. I found it thanks to your instructions and a little bit of dumb luck. All right, but let me know what bonfire is closest because that was a run. That was a bit of a run over the rooftops. And I know that there's something nasty coming my way in a minute. Let's see here. I'll just take out these demi-humans. Look at all this dustiness. You know badness is out here. Let's go shield up for safety. Batted him out of the air. Wonderful. Oh, that's so cathartic after being lost. Hey, give me your goodies. An old fang. I took his tooth. How low down and dirty am I that I take a man's tooth? I killed a man for this tooth. This is terrible. This is terrible. Alright, let's see here. I really should just get the next site of grace, but there is a lot of stuff down here. Let's see here. We'll get the goodies a little bit. A little bit of looting. I wouldn't say it never hurt anyone, but it did hurt some people. It's OG Disney Princess! She's writing to us from vacation. How are you? How'd it go? She says I'm in the airport, but had to come say hi. Well, we are so graciously blessed by your presence. Yay, it's an OG Disney Princess. This is wonderful. You meet us in a rather dusty area. Up the elevator to the bridge. All right, thank you, Buckeye. Thank you for scouting it out. I appreciate your sacrifice. I'm impressed. I'd be like, I'm still booting up the game. I'll be with you in a few years. Golly gee. All right, I need a swig of water for this. Well, I'm glad you made it safely to the airport, OG Disney Princess. We're all hoping you the best vacation you can. Enjoy. Get some relaxation, delicious food. You can come back and tell us how wonderful it is, all of your glamorous moments. Hello. I'm getting some perfume bottles because I stink. At this game and otherwise. I want to see if I can bully this thing into submission. Hey, it did work! His dog didn't even defend him! How bad do you have to be that your dog didn't even defend you? That's crazy. Oh, your facial expression isn't the greatest either. You look a little upset. That's okay, that's okay. Oh, you're gonna ride some roller coasters! Excellent, excellent! Oh my gosh, I hope it's nice and warm and toasty so the wind whipping through your hair will feel refreshing. You're brave. I don't know if I could do some of those coasters. They're terrifying. Plummeting you to the depths. Maku says, hopefully you mean actual ones and not the flight. No, that would be terrible turbulence. Please tell me you mean real roller coasters at a theme park. We wouldn't want you on the plane being like, I'm about to ride a roller coaster. The pilot says it should let up in about 2 hours. Woo! You know it's bad when the air stewardesses tighten their seatbelts. Then you know you're in trouble. Yes, hopefully the flight is safe and calm. Yeah, nice smooth flight. Maybe even get in early, get a tailwind. That's always nice. Like, we're here earlier than expected. You're like, excellent, excellent. Let's see, I might pull out Mimic. Oh, did I go out of the area? There we go. Here we go. Just because it can be a little... Look, all of our aim was shameful there. All of it. Alright, which perfumer is blessing them with bubbles? Why haven't I been blessed with bubbles, I ask ye? Oh. They bless me with flame, but with these boys, they give them bubbles. Buckeye says, yes, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters either. I've only been on roller coasters once in my life. And it was for a physics class. How nerdy is that? But it's true. Only time in my life. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Got to do a bunch of ones, some fast coasters, some rickety old ones that were a little more terrifying, to be honest with you. Somehow it's scarier when it's like a shaking roller coaster than when it's a speedy, fast one. Let's see here, what we got? What we got? Goodies, goodies, goodies. Exalted flesh. I don't want to know what flesh it is. Buckeye says, I prefer Titch, and the Mimic is a good summon as well. I've heard Titch is really good. The only thing I don't like about Titch is getting Titch. Because you have to fight Titch to get Titch, and that's not easy. I didn't so much mind fighting her, but the arena, I kept falling out of it. Mystery Cat says, Kooky, that's super nerdy. Do you want to know? I'll tell you how nerdy it is. All right, buckle up for this, you roller coaster riders. It was so nerdy that we had to do our grade 12 project on it, which meant we had Geiger-meters hanging out of the vehicle so that we could measure the G-forces to do a huge ISU on it. So yes, we had like protractors and Geiger-meters and like all this science-y devices hanging outside the vehicle. Well, we had to ride each coaster 4 times, once to get used to it, and a couple other times 3 times for the scientific method. How's that? How's that for crazy? We were so nerdy, but we got to go and the school paid for it. Isn't that great? So we didn't have to pay 1 red cent. We got the whole day at the theme park. Buckeye says, it is flesh that is excluded, and you fought Titch's mother, Electra. I know, but the mother was easier. Her daughter's tough. I have gotten Titch before, though. And I leveled her up, but I never actually ended up using her. I enjoyed Mimic so much. But I heard there's certain bosses that it's actually way better to have Titch than a Mimic with you. We're on an ad break, so I will wait. Thank you, excellent mods. Not here, they say. Well, that was helpful. I assumed this hole in the wall wasn't my destiny. Here, I'm gonna pose myself. I'm gonna pose myself for the biscuits. Hold on, hold on. Aww. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna chug some water. Everybody hydrate. Hydration is good. Millennia is better with Titch than the Mimic. That's what I heard, because she's like really susceptible to bleed. So like, because I know a lot of people when they were first facing Millennia, they were like, bleed builds were king. I beat her with intelligence. I know it's surprising looking at my current character's face. But actually it was intelligence that beat her. Ooh, you're just putting in your Starbucks order. Oh, the hydration is coming. I hope you get a nice snack too. A nice gluten-free or biscuit. Or a delicious piece of fruit and yogurt. I'm chugging my waters. Hey, welcome back everyone from the outbreak. Don't worry, I waited for you. I take care of my little biscuits. Alright, so here we are. We've made it through the little gamut, and now we're gonna go up an elevator. The exciting part, the big reveal. This is how we move on from the city. We've all been doing some hydration while you were gone. We're like, everybody drink, everybody shrug your shoulders, straighten that shrimp posture. I'll be honest, if shrimps did straighten, they'd look kind of funny. They look like little pokers. I actually own a bunch of shrimp. They're in my aquariums. Oh dear. Oh dear. This isn't good. Still no grass. There is no grass for me to touch. I cannot touch grass. Here's the hard part. So you would think to yourself, golly gee, this massive platform. I bet they will let you call your horse, right? They'll let you call Ralph. Wouldn't that be nice? Golly gee, yes. But the answer is no. No, they don't let you call Ralph the horse. You gotta run this sucker. And it is not easy, especially if you like use up all your stuff on the way here. I don't think there's a bonfire here. Let me just double check in case I missed it. Buckeye says not just the bleed, but Tish's dodges a lot more, so Millennia does not heal as much when attacking the summon as it can with Mimic. Ah, that's really interesting. Very impressive. I can see why that would be helpful. Because Millennia's pretty zippy. Disney Princess says, the nice thing about traveling with my brother is I can send him to pick up drinks while I sit and relax. Oh, a wise division of tasks. Be wary of left archer. Okay. I'm gonna run for it, I think. I'm gonna try and run for it, we'll see. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Oh, he's seen me. He's seen me. Bless his buttons, he's seen me. Oh, oh, okay, there's our little scarab. I just want to get a bonfire that's closer. No horsey, no Lone Ranger, no bad boys. Let me through, let me through. I'll come back for you, don't worry, I won't neglect you. I'm very good about these things. Diego, welcome, how are you doing? How's the Friday shift? You're almost to the weekend. Hope things are going well for you, friend. I'm just running for my life. Typical Kooky stuff, you know how it is. Elevator go down. Diego says, Kooky, why would they let you horse around in this area? But I'm bummed. Excellent punnage, I approve. Oh, look, away I can go. Gosh, doesn't this look safe, everyone? I've never seen a more safe spot. She said, whimsically. I think they should let me horse around in a spot like that. I think spots like that are exactly why you should be horsing around. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab a bonfire in the Forbidden Lands. How's that for a great name? Oh my gosh. Oh, we did it. We made it to the Forbidden Lands. That's so exciting. Oh, I'm gonna take a big drink. Ah, perfect. Just what I need, some delicious waters. Celebrations! We got unlost. We got lost, then we got unlost. Isn't it great? Look at all this fog. You just know something wonderful is out there. Something that just wants to give me a good, reassuring hug. I have to admit, like, I think the first time I played this game, just realizing how big the map was. Like, every area you went through, there was, like, more and more and more. And it was like, oh my gosh, how big is this place? It's big. It's a big map. I would think like it's by far the biggest FromSoft map they've ever done. It's great. I love it because, like, you know what? You pay so much for games, and this one you're like, you're going to get your money's worth. Don't worry. Don't worry. Trying to figure out where the little turnoff is. Where's my rollout? Alright, well, we'll go up here and we'll get the jousting knight. He's out this way, I think. I think I left him out here. I could be wrong. Yeah, capital outskirts. I go the right way. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Pickles and gherkins. Alright, well, let's go this way. We'll see. Let there be dark. Yes, let there be darkness. Darkness fell on the land. Here we go. Boy, isn't this exciting. When you know what's coming. Oh, look, a boss! 2 bosses. Let's speed this up. Let's speed this up. Mimic, you're on. We got to fell 2 fell omens. I have fought so many of you guys in those terrible subterranean shunning grounds. Alright, 1 down, he's on fire. This boy is on fire! Alright, where's your twin? Where's your Bobsy twin? There he is. Alright, I'm gonna try a jump attack, because I never do them. Bigger! I want to be strong. I want to be BONK. Yes. Oh, you killed Stole, Mimic. Oh, well, you deserve it. You deserve it, Mimi, for all you've done. Omen Killer Rolo! Rolo. Diego says, I believe you don't need a horse when fighting the Elden Beast, so people can suffer just like the rest of us before the update. I know, right? They finally put the horse in. I was the same as you. I did it without the horse. Of course. Oh my gosh. And okay, so tell me if this was the same for you guys, because I'm curious what it was like to do it with other builds. I found that the last boss, like honestly, the Radagon part was way harder than the Elden Beast. And I actually got all of them done, I think, on like my 4th try with an intelligence build with no horse. But then there were other bosses that people were like, oh, that one is easy. And I was like, dying multiple times. 0 problems has returned! I always love it when no problems returns. I could use the return of 0 problems. Welcome back. I hope the chores went well. Welcome. Buckeye says, what is your favorite boss fight? In Elden Ring or ever? I'll try Elden Ring because that narrows it down. Let me think. There's so many bosses, so it's kind of hard to choose. I think the most fun one, the first time you do it, is the Radon one. The original Radon one. Just because it's hilarious. Like, you're not expecting him to come down like a comet. You're not expecting to do this, like, call everyone in thing. So I think it was the most fun for, like, the first impression type. But probably a couple of the DLC bosses were my favorite overall because of music and, like, just the general ambience. Like, I really like the one with, I'm gonna get the name wrong. Is it Rolana or Renala? Because, again, this game likes similar names. Whichever one was this younger sister. I liked that fight. It was really good. It was basically like Pontiff Sylveon, but it was pretty straightforward. And really fun. And Bale. Oh my gosh, did I ever love the Bale fight. Especially if you call in the NPC because he makes it so fun. You're just like, yes, I will fight. 1,000 harpoons. A hail of harpoons. I'm like, dude, if I went to work with even half the enthusiasm you did, I'd be doing amazing. But those were a couple of my favorites. There's a bunch of good ones, or just really random ones. The Midra boss fight, the lead up to that one is crazy cool. I think they did an amazing job at it. Mr. Cat says, this feels very reminiscent of your recent Four Kings fight. Yes, the Dark Abyss. FromSoft loves to take the floor out from underneath you. There's always some fight where you're like, now I'm in a black, empty abyss. But joke's on them, I don't have depth perception in real life, so it really doesn't affect me. I'm like, this is fine. I've never been able to see depth anyway. I can fight this boss. It'll be easy. Buckeye says, I did it without the horse as well. Well done. Zero Problem says, wait, you can use a horse for Elden Beast? Since when? They did an update. Yeah, they did an update because people were complaining. And it's fair. You have to run a lot and it just teleports away, and that's really annoying. So they did an update where now you can use Torrent in the boss fight. So you can ride your horse in. Though I've heard some people say it still is really challenging with the teleporting. Buckeye says, yeah, Elden Beast is easy. Radagon was the hardest part of that fight. Yes, that first part, and you have to do both every time you die. Diego says, so the boss in my first run that I found hardest was the Black Blade. He was like a week, and everyone after that I found way easier. Sometimes it's like that. You'll do one boss that's like, just like your brick wall, but then when you overcome it, you're like, oh, everything else is so much easier because I've learned to persevere. I've learned to keep going. I found the boss I died to the most the first time I played Elden Ring was Malekith the Black Blade. And it was partially my own fault because I didn't get rid of the knight right in front of his door. And so I would like I'd go through the fog door and the knight would skewer me through the fog door. And then Malekith would come running up in his first form and just bat me off like a cat with a ball of yarn into the abyss. And I died like probably 7 times just that way, just being batted off. It was funny. But when I finally beat him, I was like, oh, thank heavens. I think the most annoying one I faced was the 2 Godskin apostles, because nobody really knew about the sleeping pot trick. And so I had to do it the old-fashioned way, and it was not fun. No, your flight has been delayed an hour. Oh no! Oh, why does that always happen when you're on vacation? I ask you. Oh, I hope you get a nice primo, super clean, nice smelling jet for your 1 hour delay. Maybe a little money back on the tickets. Welcome a lot, Lancelot. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Biscuit Brigade. I hope your Friday is treating you well, friend. Buckeye says the boss I have the most problems with is gravity. I hear you. Gravity is a killer boss. Zero Problems as I first tried Malekith. It's true, our stream has been dramatically improved by the presence of a princess. An OG Disney princess. Ah, we're glad. I mean, we're lucky we get to spend more time with you. You're the one that's like, I'm gonna need an extra large Starbucks for this one. Diego says that knight stayed alive my first run since I just didn't want to deal with him. See, same. I'd done so many of those nights by that point. I'm like, I'm not doing it. And spoilers were coming out about the end of the game, so I'm like, I gotta finish this before I'm spoiled. No one liked the Godskin duo, no. I mean, now that you know the sleeping pot trick, it is easier, but that first time, you were just like, oh my gosh, it is so hard. It's always gravity. Even with the sleeping pot trick, I still fight the Godskin duo without them. Ah, brave soul, Buckeye, brave soul. Zero Problem says they were too easy. I was disappointed. Aw. Well, maybe they'll do a quadruples Godskin, like a Godskin quartet. And then you'll be like, oh, finally, a real challenge. OG Princess's doll, you're all too kind. Do you know what? I was surprised that with all the Godskin Apostle stuff, they didn't have a Godskin dragon that like puffs itself up magically and like runs you over, just a giant dragon. Diego says, Godskin Duel was so bad, I said F it and just looked up the cheese. I don't blame you at all. Do you know what was the worst part is if you didn't know the shortcut, the run back, oh, you had to run through all those crazy nights. It was awful. What I looked up was the shortcut to the boss room, because again, they had no idea about sleeping pots and good cheeses yet, but they did have the shortcut to the bonfire that's right next to the boss room. And I was like, thank you. That makes it much easier. All right, let's go back to here. Perfect. Zero Problem said, I just murdered them. Well done. Buckeye says, I actually never had much problems with Malekith. I beat him second try. I love the build up with that fight if you were collecting the death root. Yes. And then realize you had to fight him again and who it actually is. I know, I actually felt bad killing him, I'll be honest. It was like when you have to take down Blythe and I'm like, no, all the puppies. Oh, bye, Diego. I hope you have an awesome weekend, friend. We're looking forward to seeing you next week. Enjoy yourself. Oh my gosh, they ceased to exist. I know, I'm like, Malakath, but they were both just being loyal puppers. And yet they paid for their master's sins. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. I didn't like it. I'm like, my poor babies. My poor little guys. Malakath, especially, I thought it was really cool though, how he pulls the blade of death out of his hand. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is so epic. I'm gonna die and it's so epic. You're like, oh. I feel like he's like a cross between a Bloodborne boss and like an Elden Ring boss. The second time I faced Malakath, so like my first time playing Elden Ring, I died to him. So he was the most I died to any boss in Elden Ring. And it was 18 times. 18 times. Kooky tasted turf. Literally, because he would knock me off all the time. But the second time I faced him, I beat him first try, and I was totally shook. I was like, what? I was ready for this really long fight, and it was just like, meh. And I was like, I can't believe it. I finally got good. But we'll see. We'll see what it's like with the strength build. I might have not gotten ungood, if that's possible. I mean, Malakath is just the Grim Reaper. He is, but he's like a puppy Grim Reaper, which I think we need more of. He's just being a loyal boy. They told him to take, you know, Malenia told him to, so not Malenia, Marika told him, protect this with your life, and he's like, I'm taking it. I took that literally. I took that so seriously that I, like, emblazoned it in my blood. I was like, well, that's intense. It's like, it's not quite as bad as killing Sif, but it's kind of like killing Sif. I'm like, what's with all these ladies having these loyal dogs that they treat like dirt? Poor little babies. Poor little sweet babies. Explosion! Oh no! He took his vitamins. No! There's a knight coming up soon. Hurry up. He took his vitamins. Look how big he got. Somber smithing stone 6. Arguably not worth it for that. But I enjoyed it. I like, even though it was a hard fight for me, I really enjoyed it. It was good. And it's very cinematic. FromSoft is good at pretty cinematic fights where you're like, oh my gosh, here comes the dude. It's gonna be so cool. Is that a massive dung beetle? You are not incorrect. They call them scarabs, but yes, basically dung beetle. Is beetle rolling ball of precious dung with treats in it. Thankfully, not edible treats. Just smithing stones. Praise the right. You don't have the right. No, no, no. You don't have the right. I don't think there's I think there's a right way and a wrong way, but I don't think there is a right. Poor OGD princess. We're making her sick. Here you have your delicious Starbucks, and we're like, how do you feel about giant dung beetles? To be fair, I would rather run into a giant dung beetle than like a giant hornet. Or a giant wasp. Even a giant spider. I'm like, dung beetle ain't gonna hurt you. The most he's gonna do is roll you up and take you on a trip. There are worse things. There are worse things. And they make such good round balls. Do you know what they should do? It'd be a total contradiction. But if you had like a baking dung beetle that made perfect little balls of dough, it actually would fit. Other than they'd have to be washing their little hands all the time. Just saying. I know what you're all thinking, that's nasty and unsanitary, but maybe the dung beetles wash their hands. Ever consider? Well, if there is not a right, then there is a left. If there's not a right, then what's left? But butch. Hello, I have come to steal your goodies. Anyone in here other than little me? Blade of Calling. That sounds cool. What does it do? What does this do? Let's see. Dagger given to one who set out on a journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Blade of Gold. Leap into the air, charging the armament with golden flames that are then shot at the enemy as a single blade-like projectile. Inflicts holy damage. That's pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. OG Disney Princess says, oh, Kooky, you are too funny. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Everyone else is like, groan, groan. You're on 1 HP. Hey, but you still have that 1 HP. That's the good news, okay? You may only have 1, but you're holding on to that 1 HP. It's like when you beat the boss and your bar is completely empty and you're like, how? How did I do that? All right, let's see here. So I said a site of grace, and we're gonna go through the snow. Isn't this thematically great? We're gonna go into this frosty wilderness of awful, where I'm basically blind, but I can call my horse. Sounds like you may have one problem, or one solution, that 1 HP. You only thought you had me, but I still have 1 HP. You fools. It's like when when you're playing as the hero, and they're like, I'm not gonna kill the hero, I'm just gonna say something really important and then walk away and assume that you die. And you're like, if video games have taught me anything, and movies, is you make sure the hero is dead or they will come back, and they will not be happy. They are going to kick some butt. I did it, I won, I lived, well done, celebrations! Oh no, it's nighttime! Do you know where your glaive is? Alright, hold on, Knights Cavalry. I'm the Dawn Patrol. I am the Dawn Patrol. I just want to fight you, Knights Cavalry. I'm looking for goodies. Whoa! Whoa! Gravity! Gravity, I am trying to address the gravity of the situation here. They call me Zero the Unkillable. 0 is your death ratio. 0. A number that means more than you think. Hello, everybody wants to kill Kooky. Isn't that great? I've got a murderous horse on my back. I've got little tiny imp guys. They call me Zero the Unkillable. 0 deaths. Only wins. Let me in the mouth. I'm doing some dentistry. Dentistry. Here I am. Look, look, look. I'm in the giant's mouth. It is great. Offer head and mouth. This is how you do dentistry on giants. See? He has a cavity. You have a terrible cavity and I have come to fix it. Isn't that great? Let's see here. Platforming. The whole end of this game, they just said, what if platforming? Yes, but what if platforming? What if people wanted more of it? And I said, I didn't ask for any of this. I gotta find the path, because I think this is just death. I need some of those droppable stones. I feel like my horse is kind of like a Skyrim horse, you know? You can just Skyrim up everything. If I can... Oh, I'm still being pursued. I can't pop up the map. Fine, 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 fine. Alright, we're back at the bonfire. Triangulate ourselves. Off we go. Hello. Hello, imps. Ow. Well, thank you for that. You guys are like... Oh, gosh. Once they stun lock you, you're toast. I made it pretty far, though. Dentist Kooky, I know it's the new Elden Ring DLC. You get to be a dentist. You climb in the mouth of all the terrible ogres, and you do dentistry, and pray they don't chomp you. It's a great game. So educational. Zero Problem says, I died one time and decided never again. He died one time and never came back. But Sorry, my hands trembled while I was drinking and I just poured water on myself. Which is great. I'm multitasking. I also took a shower while drinking water. Alright, it's a little clearer. Maybe I can see my route forward. Where does one go? Where does one go through the snow? Where does one go through the snow? Excuse me, fellas. I gotta find a path through the snow. Cause I'm off to find some giants. I'm off to find some giants. Yeehaw! I like how they say yeehaw. That's kind of fun. Like, they really enjoy their work, and I appreciate that. I respect that. I respect the dedication. I have gone moist. I'm like a well-watered fern. At least it didn't land on the keyboard. That's the main thing. You know, you play a lot of games and you're like, just keep my technology safe. That's all I care. Protect the fuel cells. They're needed at the front. Joys of having disability. Sometimes you put water in your mouth, sometimes you put water everywhere else. Ah, Steak America. You know what that means, chat. You know what that means. We've done a lot of bosses this game. Alright, let's see if I can beat the boss before the ads. 2 minutes. Well, this is an interesting chat dynamic. Can you beat the boss before the ads start? Let's see. He's not exactly an easy one. I mean, you'll recognize him. Because we have faced one before. Mimi, where are you, my feet? I was wondering if I could block that. Apparently not. There we go. Let me get a hit in. Let me get a hit. I think the hardest thing with these guys is the camera is not your friend. How we doing? Minute and 40. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Minute and 40. Here we go. Unless I die, and then we won't be doing it that fast, because it'll take me a little bit just to respawn. Good thing you didn't go for me. That was your mistake. That's kind of... I got a stagger. I can't hit that. There, yay! Oh my gosh, new Elden Ring challenge, yes! Yes, well done, boss speedrun, literally! I did not know I have a disability since I do that all the time. Well, there you go. You have been diagnosed. No, don't take Kooky for medical advice. He's easy when you realize all you have to do is not get hit. This is true. All Elden Ring FromSoft bosses become trivial when you realize the core mechanic. Don't get hit. They're kind of more like Tengu than gargoyles, really. Yay, and celebrations! Did it in 1 minute. There you go. All you need is a minute to win it. What are you doing? Are you fighting the bosses? No, I'm racing the ad breaks. That's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, we did it! We did it though! Success! And we got 122,000 souls! That's pretty good. Not enough to level up, but it's still pretty good. Alright, let me just, I'm gonna take some butterflies. Do you know what you need after fighting a gargoyle? Butterflies. Everyone can sing the Reading Rainbow song. Or you get hit, then one shot. Yeah. That happens. That happens a lot. Reaver, welcome. We're so glad you're here. How are you doing? I saw you were streaming some Helldivers earlier this week. How was it? How's it going? Maku, true hard mode, the maidenless versus capitalism. Well, look, here's a finger maiden. I'm not quite maidenless. Check it out. I bet you she's got some good things to say about me. Let's see here, let's see. Behold the sprinkle of ads. I'm gonna level up. While the ads are here. I think this is a good thing. I'll go through, and I will level up myself every time there's a commercial break. Everyone goes and gets snacks, and I go and level up. I become stronger, so when they come back, you're like, oh, you are speaking to the new Kooky, not the old one. Capitalism will win, of course. I'm good, yay, I got torn apart by Terminator. It was awesome, he says. It was a fight worth dying, right? You're like, if I'm gonna go, this is how I'm going out. You guys always make it look so fun, and then I'm like, I wanna try, and then I'm like, no, wait, Kooky is not good at these sorts of games. It shows the skill of the people streaming why this looks so easy and fun. Disney Princess, I can't see the ads. What's wrong with me? It's because you're a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, you don't get commercials. You are powerful. You have been given privilege due to your subscription. It's a way of saying thanks. Or we could all just sit here and pretend that, no, I see them, I see them. Do you know what'd be really bad is if you as the streamer got your screen blocked out with ads. You're like, no, I'm in the middle of fighting. What is this? That would be crazy. All right, maybe I'll take my strength up or endurance. How much endurance? 92.3? I'm wearing all this heavy armor, so maybe I should put up endurance a little more. I have no ads, says Zero Problems. That's because you are Zero Problems. You have power. Maku says you get to see the elite non-commercial stream like us. Oh my gosh. Ad break is done. Ad break is done. Welcome back, everyone. All I did was level up. No worries. I paused the game for you all. Everyone's feeling the love. Excellent, excellent.
You, please, I can read them.
It's hard to believe I have fingers given how much armor I'm wearing.
Please, your fingers.
I shall show my hand. Okay, turn back.
Lies the land of the giant's flame.
I've heard. Apparently I'm in a hole. Here we go.
It's forbidden.
We're all elitists, says Zero Problems. You are all elite biscuits in my heart.
Burning of the earth tree is the first cardinal sin.
I know. I'm about to make it the second, but
will unbind destined death and slay the world itself.
I do high goals, high standards.
Who would dare put you up to such a task?
You would be surprised how many people put me up to this task.
Certainly not the fingers.
Well, probably 3 of them would, but not 2. I think she's really mad at me. I better not bother her. We have extra chocolate chips. Plot twist, they are Sukana's fingers. I have 21 daggers. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. I think I've messed up. Here we go. Hoist that medallion high. Listen, lady, everyone has pointed me that they want me to go burn an Erd tree, so I'm a burning it. You're the only finger maiden even who's been like, don't do that. Don't do that, you're not gonna like it. Look at this. I wish elevator. Can you imagine if you went to like an office building or the mall and this is how the elevator operated? You just like flash your badge and all of a sudden statues light up and part for you to enter the elevator. I see you on floor 7 for pharmacy. Floor 8 for toy department. Yes, please. Best day ever. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. On top of the giants. Making our way to infamy. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Nice clear skies. I love it. We should do this more often. I appreciate your weather forecast up here. Here we go. Ta-da! If I take one step more... I know it is a beautiful view. I'll show you it. It's not too often you get up this high. Make sure, you know, I don't want to jump off and then be like, uh-oh. You can see the beautiful view as we plummet to the ground, screaming. All right, so here's the city. Here's the city we came from, and then the Erd tree. Watch your eyes. You might want sunglasses. But there's where we came from, and here's where we're headed. Yeah. A dangerous area. Hey, welcome, Raiders! How are you doing? Oh, woo! Nice! Welcome, welcome, welcome! How are you all? I hope you're having an awesome Friday. We're so glad you're here. We just made it to the mountaintop of the giants. Yeah. There you go. You're right in time for the title card. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What were you guys playing? Oops. What were you guys up to this fine Friday? Yay, I'm glad you did. Welcome. You were drawing some emotes? That's excellent! Oh my gosh, you talented people! It's kind of nice too, because it's like a work-along stream. Were you doing them freehand, or were you doing it with a creator tool? That sounds so fun. I'm so impressed. There's so many fun emotes you can do too, right? Like, there's so many neat things. I'm always amazed at what people are able to do. Sometimes I just search up people who are making emotes because I'm like, dudes, you guys are so talented. Honestly, all the animated emotes and stuff and smooth lines. I have to draw lines like a billion times. Nice! So they're like, you're like, hey guys, I just finished one uploading in 2 days. You can try it out. That's amazing. Well done, well done. We've just been Elden ringing. We've been ringing it in. I'm trying to get through the game as my first ever strong build. Yeah. And if we manage to finish and do the Ranny ending, then I will have my first ever platinum ever. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to have a platinum. I feel like Frodo slowly making my way to my destiny. For those who don't know me, I'm Kooky Crumbz, and I'm a happy halfling and disabled gamer loving life in the enchanted forest. And all the most excellent people in the chat are the Biscuit Brigade, a better batch of biscuits you've never seen. And we are so glad to have all of you here this Friday. I hope you guys are getting ready for an awesome weekend with some relaxation and fun activities. You've been keeping up on YouTube with the progress. Well done, well done. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the awesome support. Especially on Fridays, because Fridays can be so busy. I love streaming on my Friday, but I know everyone else is like, I'm heading for the weekend. I'm so excited. We're cooking, making slaves. Oh my gosh. We've seen the death of Fia. We've seen the death of a Lichdragon. We've done Siluria. We've done, 2 Godskin apostles now. We've done 2 towers. We fought 2 fell omen. Man, there was a lot of 2s this set. It's been busy. It's been busy. Disney Princess says streaming is way better than working. Oh, it's true. It's true. Every day I get to spend with the biscuits is a beautiful day. I'm like, any minute I get to spend with you all is great. And hopefully it's bringing some relaxation for you guys too. Hopefully it's breaking up the monotony of the emails. I know what it's like when you're on a Friday and you're like, oh my gosh, everyone who wants to complain is here and everyone who can do anything about it is not. So it's like, hey, let's just crank the tunes, play a nice podcast, and eat a lot of chocolate. Fridays! Is this Elden Ring at the beach? I don't know, can you tell from my swimwear? Check it out. I'm beach ready. This is a beach bod to be proud of. Look at this. Look at this noble nose. I've brought my 3 beach ball little smasher here. And I've got my fine form all ready for the waves. I think so. I had an inbox explosion today, which did not help with my half day, but it's no longer my problem. That's right, you are on vacation. The inbox is now the outbox, and you don't even have to think about it. You're like that person walking away while the explosion goes off behind you. And you just look so cool and unbothered. Unpanicked, well moisturized, and unbothered.
Finally, we meet.
Uh-oh.
The tarnished.
Plot twist.
Who would be Lord? Oh my.
Howley says, I have to support the only other disabled streamer that I've seen that uses a wheelchair in their model. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we must stick together and support one another. It's so great. It's so great to meet other people who are also in the same wheelchair as me, the same wheelchair boat. I love it. It's part of my story, part of my life, and it helps me be able to do more things. And I was like, you know what the cool thing is? You get to use your imagination. So my wheelchair gets to be a nice living tree, which is epic and wonderful. Lots of cherry blossoms. Someday I would love to get it rigged so that it could actually do stuff like hand me items, like for hydrate, hand me a glass and stuff. That's my dream. But I love how the artist did my chair. It looks amazing. I'm so grateful for them. I always thought it was a throne. Well, it's sort of a throne. It's a royal halfling throne. But yeah, it's my wheelchair. My awesome halfling enchanted wheelchair powered by magic, forest magic. I love it, I love it, I love it. Every person who uses a wheelchair, their wheelchair is their throne in a way. It's our throne that takes us into adventure. I know, right? It'd be cool if it was animated or like pass you art tools or hold your little like drawing tablet or something. It'd be really neat. There's so much you could do. Zero Problems says, trust me to think it's a throne. Oh, you know what? Like most people do, they think I'm in a chair. And I'm like, I am, but it's a wheelchair. It's my wheelchair, and I've got, you can't see it because it's right out of frame, but it's my little mushroom throttle stick. Hey, we have a second raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Happy Friday. How are you all doing? What were you streaming? It's Madri and Mr. Egg in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's going great. We just made it to the mountaintop of the giants after defeating a lot of enemies and bosses. And we've been having a riotously good chill Friday. Just living that strong life. We're so glad that you're here, both of you raiding teams. This is wonderful. Just having a little water there. Hydration is important. What were you guys up to this fine Friday? I'm about to actually initiate a fight with this fella. With this fella right here, believe it or not. I'm like, this guy looks like Yura, our beloved friend, but it is not. It is not, and you can kind of tell because he's covering his face under his lampshade hat. Boy, what a team we would have made, Yura. Strong build is the correct build. I'm glad it seeks your approval. And look how strong I've got. Look how strong I've got. He's about to go. This is like the best acting of the main game.
Life of a fair maiden.
He's trying to make me feel guilty.
Fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord.
He's like, are you gonna burn your maiden just to become Elden Lord? And you're like, uh-huh. She said she wanted to do it. It was her dream.
Sacrifice.
He is in body, but not in spirit. Going to lurk and do post-stream self-care, but you're up on the TV. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you came. I appreciate the lurk and hope you have an awesome weekend, friend. Maggie says, I hope it's going well. Just played some Enfield and Nikki, but I'm starving. Gonna go grab some food. You get that food. You have earned it. And I'd love to hear at some point what you think of Enfield. I just started playing it myself, and I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Madri. You have a great weekend, friend. She asked us to burn her. Yeah, we're just only doing what she wanted. You know what you say. If your girl asks for you, you just be like, okay. You want that for your birthday? I'll do it.
Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor.
It is a rigorous road, you're right.
The poor girl. And singe your own flesh.
He's saying, why don't you burn yourself instead of her? You're like, okay, sure.
And attain lordship through righteous hardship, then he...
Buckeye says, you can say your mage build put down the book and worked out. It's true. I went from increasing my brain matter to increasing my brawn. Matri says, it's really fun, but a lot of dialogue in the tutorial. That is true, especially when you're doing... I was like almost put off because the tutorial was so long, but then I started playing the main game and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's like Satisfactory meets like Wuthering Waves, and I'm here for it.
Chosen tarnish.
But it is a long tutorial.
Descend into the depths far below the Erd Tree.
I already did.
Seek audience with the three fingers.
I came right to their doorstep.
The flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh.
Mr. Egg says, from working out at the library to reading at the gym. That's character development. I know. I'm trying to be balanced, right? I have spent many a year enhancing my brain. Now I encase it in stone, and my body becomes the gym that I fight from.
Burn the Erd Tree to the ground.
Here's where you start to see he might not be okay.
Incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
I don't think he's okay. I don't think he's okay. Maku says there's one part where it tries to teach you the building that almost did me in with how much it hardlines you into you must do these tutorials and must build it this way. Yes, 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 it is true. It is true. But it is worth it. It's worth it in the end. Mr. Cat says, make chaos take the world vibe. Isn't it great? He's not quite as good as Bale and the hail of harpoons. but he's still pretty good. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to kill him. Because he's possessed! He's possessed our dear friend Yura. We're looking at a corpse. Isn't this terrible? So unfortunately, I've got to put you out of your misery. Because I cannot let you besmirch my good friend Yura. I'm terribly sorry about this. I'm sorry. Shabriri! He's the one with the grapes! Do you remember, chat, the grapes?
Is chaos. I cannot die.
He says he cannot die, and yet. So if we wanted to do the chaos ending, we would have to have gone down, talked to the frenzied fingers, and it usually is Shabriri who points you that way. Zero Problem says, I hate tutorials. Tutorials are tricky, because, like, you need them, otherwise you don't know how to do the game. But sometimes it can be really, like, dissuading when you have, like, a billion tutorials to do before you can play the game. So I always like games that kind of balance it. You do a little bit of tutorial, you do a little bit of playing, and that way it's a little more fun. Oh, chat is on to the grapes. You know what song goes with that, chat.
There is
a wink,
something
wink.
I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition.
Zero Problem says, I'd rather not do them and work out the game myself. Way to be. Experiment and try new things. Learn that way.
Designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that.
Oh, don't worry, I won't,
Not
Melina.
even you.
Okay? I think she just threatened me. That's okay. That's okay. Everyone has a bad day. Everyone has things where, like, I'm setting my boundaries. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see here. Not the grapes again. Oh, a duck went up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man, run in the stand. He said, what, chat? Got any grapes? No worries, OG Disney Princess. You have a great vacation. All the best. Get some relaxation, and you deserve it, friend. I hope you have a wonderful time. Reminds me of when my ex skipped a meal. Just give her an apple and her mood will improve. It's true. You're not yourself when you're hungry. That's what the Snickers commercials taught us, right? They're like, are you looking a little hungry? You're not yourself when you're hungry. Oh, these guys are so tough. I know. You slice for so much, though. You brawny boys. It's true. If you ever feel yourself being a little grumpy, just get some food. See if it improves things for you. Very often does. Low blood sugar, you know. Strong foe head. There are strong foes everywhere. This area is not fun. It's a little tiny area, but it is not an easy area. But there are goodies. That's the hard thing. There's goodies in this area. There's one piece of armor set that I have never gotten when I played this game, which is the fire, is it Fire Priest's armor? And I really want to get it. Because it is a heavy armor set. But I have never been able to get it, and I just think it would be hilarious on my character. Oh no. Uh-oh. Mimi, I messed up. I'm sorry, little buddy. I wish I could stun these fellows for you. They seem to be tough. They're teaming up on us, little boy. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay, drink, quickly, drink. No. Maybe I should just run through. You don't even really get anything from these guys. They're just tough. Ancient heroes of Zamur. Mystery Cat says, yeah, grumpy equals lack of food, sleep, or water, or a combination thereof. This is true. Sometimes it's all your cores are down. That's what games are really trying to teach you when you're on survival games. They're like, keep your cores up. Life goes better when you're hungry, when you're full, and well hydrated, and you've slept. And we're like, no, I don't accept that truth. I think I can run on 2 hours of sleep and only a handful of oats for the day, like a really tired workhorse. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at the time. Let's see if we can run through this area and get some of the goodies. I'll use Mimic as a distraction. I hope he doesn't mind. I hope dear Mimi doesn't mind. Here you go, buddy. And we'll see if we can get to the next bonfire. Because I think there's only a couple. There's like a dungeon I have to hit here. It's not a big area, this spot. I'll go on my horse just to make it faster. But it's just really tough because they have all these guys in it. It's pretty crummy. Let's see. I can hear Mimi's cries of pain. This is terrible. Mr. Egg says, I don't get grumpy, but when I get too hungry, people start to resemble a rotisserie chicken. Oh no! Oh no, don't go to cannibalism. At least take a few steps before cannibalism. Go to Costco, get yourself a real rotisserie chicken just to stave off the desire to eat human flesh. Mr. Egg is in the grocery store going, may chaos take the world. I want me some rotisseries. Sorry, my thing isn't working. Oh, let me off my horse. You're supposed to... Okay, it's glitching. Hold on. Let me off my horse. Okay, well, that's one way to get off your horse. I got off my high horse. Hold on, I'm on a timer here, fellas. I need to hurry. I need to hurry and get the loot before Mimic runs out of health. Hello, Alex the Lion, says Mystery Cat. But the proteins, they are right in front of you. Yeah, but beans are cheaper. You gotta go to prison if you eat people, but you can eat as many cans of beans as you want. And you're A-okay. No one gonna be upset at you. They'll be like, thank you for eating our delicious beans. Would you care for some more? Get it? Some more? Thematically appropriate jokes. I may be dying, but I'm playing puns here. Alright, let's see if we can get the horse. Yes, it's fine. Alright, Ralph, we gotta speed run this, buddy. We gotta work together. We did the underground part, that's great. Oh look, my runes. Let's see, I can't remember where the other spot is. There's one other spot that has goodies. Can't remember. I can't remember where it is. So we'll just run around like a headless chicken. That sounds fun. Immediately hear Sea-Dog VA saying beans. Well, at least if I'm reminding you of famous, wonderful people, that's good. Even if it is just beans. Hello, like wonderful eagles. So majestic, rip Mimi. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's see here. Try the next set of ruins on the right. I'm getting a very frosty reception from these fellas. Oh look, cured meat. Wonderful. I think I checked in here already. Any goodies? No? Excellent. We gone. Sparkly creatures ever. I know, aren't they so cute? I think you can kill them, but they don't really serve a purpose beyond that. So, I don't want to hurt the little creatures. Poor little babies. Except maybe these hawks. These hawks aren't so nice. If it attacks me, I will defend myself. But other than that, I will try to to restrain my bloodthirst. My bloodthirsty Kooky nature. Do I need down here? Oh, it's just got the scarab. The dung beetle. The dung beetle calleth my name. We will come back for him. I think it's down here. There should be... Oh, that's the wrong path. There was a right path and a wrong path, and Kooky chose the wrong path. Alright, I think it's down here. Hold on, I'm gonna run past you, alright? Don't be too upset, don't be too upset. I'm just running to a bonfire. Hold on. The Kooky requires blood. It is, I do require blood. Without blood, how shall my heart pump? And if I must borrow it from someone else, well, so shall it be. A vampire halfling am I suppose. Oh my gosh, there we go. That's how you run to a bonfire. Alright, we should have enough time to take out this little mob. So let's do that. Beware the blood cookies. You only thought it was red velvet cookies. You only thought it was red velvet. Little did you know, it was not beet juice that was used. 'Twas the blood of many a friend turned foe. There we go. Alright, well, let's see. Mimi! Oh, sweet Mimi. Like, look, Mimic comes from my blood. He's a hardcore little fighter, is our Mimic. get up here. Hello, you fire staff wielding fiends. I guess I'm one to talk, huh? I'm not much better. I think I might be the bad guy. To be fair. Now I think this one's just a healing one, but I'll check. We'll shoot some lightning at it just in case. Did it die? It died. I think it was just a lightning one. Curses. Mystery Cat says, huh? Kooky is the baddie. It's true, I am. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can get through these guys. Whoops! Wrong one! I wanted this. I wanted some blood flame. Yes, alright, let's go. Alright, we need to sneak around and take out the ads before El Fire Stack there notices us. Before he blows his top, you might say, for those who have fought him before. Is Kooky the baddie? I was the baddie all along! The Instagram baddie? No. I have never been that. I have never been accused of being that. Briars of Punishment. Alright, here he comes. This is the outfit I would like. Look at it in its glory. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it grand? I guess this content has been censored, get it? A censor is what he has on his head. There he goes. Requiem is patchy. Apparently you have a chance of getting his outfit, but I have never, as you can see, actually gotten his outfit from killing him. And I have taken him out several times on previous games. I'm just very unlucky. Maku says that's gotta hurt your head. He might have a fever, a slight temperature, a slight brow problem. He's basically a flaming hot Cheeto with no abandon. Alright. So, when next we get together next Friday, we're gonna be running across this chain. This little ranging cliff, and if you look, I don't know if you can see him in the distance, but there's a terrible golem about to shoot at us from over there. So that is where we are headed. If you look on the map, we are way out here. So I'll go back and pick up the map, but we're headed to this section. But look how far we've come, guys. Look how far, look at all this. Look at our little journey. And we've done the subterranean part too. What, it's pretty amazing, right? It's a great view. Yes, Mystery Cat, it is a great view. It's pretty impressive. But yeah, I think we've done pretty good for today. So yes, thank you everyone. Thank you to the Raiders and all of you guys for tuning in this Friday. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Next week, we're going to be doing some more Subnautica on Tuesday. I'm really excited. I'm hoping to build up the base a little bit and then do some deep sea exploration, maybe tank up our sea moths so we can go deeper. That's my plan. And then Friday, we're going to be running into the mountaintop of the giants to bring down a fire giant. Saru, welcome. How are you doing, friend? Happy weekend to you. He says, I only came at the end. Curses, but let's go for Kooky. Aw, I'm glad you showed up, Saru. I hope that your stream went well today and that you're ready for an excellent weekend. Most excellent of Foxos. At the moment, I'm going to get us queued up for a raid. And I'm going to try to, mods, if you see it and are able to, pause the ad break. Because I have one delayed slightly. But we are going to be getting ready to raid in. So get your best biscuity greetings ready. I'm going to start typing in our wonderful target's name to bring some Friday cheer. Let's see here. This is someone we've raided once before, so I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, they're just fighting a boss. So let's see. They're doing it, just so you know, they're doing the Skadu Tree Avatar, the big sunflower fight. Well, that's a tricky one. Okay, they just died. So let's get ready to go. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. We're looking forward to seeing you next week. I just hope you guys have a blast. Enjoy yourself. Let's get our greetings ready, and we will be raiding in 3. Oh, sorry. It's got a little bit of delay on the internet. Hold on. Everyone get your anticipation ready for the weekend greetings. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go!